Getting in breaking updates right now, stepping into the role of a mediator to resolve the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett met Russian President Vladimir Putin in Kremlin to discuss the war in Ukraine. In fact, what's significant is that he later dialed Ukraine President Zelenskyy in an attempt to de-escalate the issue. Let me go over to my colleague Crispino for more on this. Crispino, what more details can you share with us?
Israel's Prime Minister is walking the line, a tough line between the Kremlin and Ukraine in the ongoing crisis. We had seen how Naftali Bennett had held talks with Vladimir Putin in a bid to de-escalate the tensions between the country of Ukraine, where we are seeing a large Jewish population there. Now, a tweet has been put out by the Ukrainian President Zelenskyy after the meeting between Vladimir Putin and Naftali Bennett. And Zelenskyy, in his tweet, goes on to say that the Prime Minister of Israel, Naftali Bennett, called me after his meeting with Vladimir Putin, and we continue the dialogue. So we're looking at here, many mediators have come forward. Many countries have come forward to mediate between Ukraine and Russia after round 2 of talks. We're looking at Naftali Bennett being one of them as head of state of Israel to, in fact, try and broker some kind of peace between Vladimir Putin and Zelenskyy. And we have to see how this pans out in the next couple of hours.
Well, Crispino, thanks for taking us through all those details. So there we have Israeli Prime Minister meeting Russian President Vladimir Putin. In fact, what's appalling is that just hours later, he dialed Zelenskyy as well. So it remains to be seen on whose side is the Israel Prime Minister on. Is it Russia or Ukraine?
As Russia's raging military offensive towards Ukraine continues, watch how a large explosion lit up the night sky in Chernihiv in the wee hours of Saturday. As Russia continues to press on with its assault on the Ukrainian city, Chernihiv suffered another night of airstrikes. Ever since Russia declared military offensive against Ukraine on February 24th, Russian troops have launched hundreds of missiles on one Ukrainian city after another in an apparent bid to cut off Ukraine's access to the sea. Meanwhile, a vast Russian armored column threatening Kyiv remains stalled outside the capital. With the invasion in its second week, another round of talks between Russia and Ukraine yielded a tentative agreement to set up safe corridors, and yet Russia's attacks continue unabated. Bureau Report, Republic TV.